Okay guys, what's up? Don't mind, there's a cat over here on the other side of the bed.
9 p.m. One notification. Try again.
Hold on.
Shop now. Your package is here. House with clear. Activate. Shop now. Your package is here. House with yard. Get all the details about your mail blanket. Clear.
Okay, y'all. So this is gonna be story time. Don't mind the way I look. It's a Friday and I'm the only one home. Okay. So we ain't gonna question my appearance right now. Okay, y'all. It's gonna be a story time about how I passed out from heat exhaustion. Now, mind you, y'all, this was like 4 weeks ago. Okay. It was July 12th. Yep. Don't ask me how I remember it. Well, okay. So I went to a summer program, and it is for blind and visually impaired people. Because if you guys don't know, I am very low vision. If you guys want an update on my vision, comment down below and I'll let you know. And don't mind the cat walking around. She's being a little shithead right now, y'all. I'm walking around my room. I don't know why she's in here, but she is. So we went rock climbing. So in my apartment, it was me, 2 of my roommates, and our counselor. Me and one of my roommates were in the first group that was going rock climbing. So they did 2 separate groups because in total we had about 13 students. And so they split it up into 2 weeks. So the first week, me and my roommate went, and then the next week, our other roommate and our counselor got to go. And so, they told us bring water. Like, we got picked up at, 8:15 in the parking lot of the apartments. Me and her brought water. We made sure we had our water bottles. But, we got thirsty because, one, we had to walk down to, where the rock walls were and stuff because it was outdoor rock climbing. And, so I had drinking, most of my water already because it was hot out and I was waiting for my turn to climb. It was very hot out that day. And so I climbed. I made it to the top of the 25-foot one. I don't remember if I climbed the 70-foot one or not. But so then I was sitting down and a lot of people actually didn't bring water. So even 2 of our counselors who came with us did not have water either. And so the guys who were in charge of rock climbing and teaching us how to climb and were just supervising, they were like, oh yeah, water's on its way. We've asked them to go get water. And so, about 30 minutes goes by and I told my director, because our youth director came with our group, the first rock climbing one, so he was with our group. I told him, I said, yeah, I don't feel great right now. I said, I just feel a little bit dizzy, but I'm just gonna sit here. And then my legs were very shaky. And sometimes when I'm very anxious, my legs get shaky. And so, me over here, I was like, okay, maybe it's my anxiety, let me breathe. And my youth director, I was like, yeah, he was like, do you want to go sit in the shade? I was like, I don't think I can walk over there on my own, my legs are shaking. And so he helped me over to the shade, and so I was sitting next to my roommate, and where we were sitting, it was this brick wall kind of. Wasn't very high, and there were just rocks that you could sit on over there, but it was right by the 70-foot wall. So keep in mind, if we were sitting there, we had to keep our helmets on because there were people, they were letting people climb the 70-foot wall, one at a time, but we had to keep our helmets on just in case something happened. God forbid something happened, but nothing happened. And so, I still had my helmet on, so that was a good thing, though. And I just kept getting worse. I felt so bad. And 2 of our counselors were, just trying to talk to me and stuff. And about an hour and 30 minutes later, water finally got there. And at this point, I was pretty bad. And I was just not, talking a lot. My breathing was very, shaky and stuff. And so, my roommate, she was, touching me. She put a backpack behind me just in case. And then so we got water, and she had me drink water. She said I did great. Every time she asked me to take a drink of water, I did. But at that point, I was not saying much of anything. And so one of our counselors, he came and sat on my left side. So I had my roommate to my right side and one of the other counselors to my left side. And, you know, he was, like, asking me questions. He was like, what's your favorite singer? You like Taylor Swift, Ed Sheeran, and, like, you know, trying to distract me and maybe hoping that that would keep me awake. And so, you know, he played me one of his current favorite songs. And then, so I don't remember a ton of that. Next thing I know, I came to and I was like laying down. The counselor who was sitting to my left is like, he was like, here, put your head up a bit, and was like kind of trying to get me to sit up just a little bit. And then the two guys who were in charge of rock climbing, like, because our youth director at first did not know that I passed out. He didn't know because he was over with them. And then when the two guys like heard and saw what happened, they came over, and so then our youth director figured out what happened. So the two guys got me up, and like they were each on one side of me, and they were supporting me underneath my arms, and so they were taking me to the van. And so our volunteer van driver, bless him, he's amazing, he got a wheelchair, and so we met him kind of like halfway, I guess. And so they put me in the wheelchair, and they took me to the van where AC was on and stuff. But like I wasn't out too long. My roommate said, she said it was only probably like a minute, but that was scary because I had never had that happen. And so thank God I had my helmet on, because so she said I fell sideways and like backwards, and so I didn't fall on the backpack. Like her hope was if I did pass out, I was gonna fall back onto the backpack, but she said I went sideways and like backward. And so yeah, but that is the story as to how I passed out from heat exhaustion. If you guys want more story times, please like, comment, and subscribe. I will have more videos out for you guys hopefully soon. I do start school eventually, and I've been working, and so hopefully I can like post on like Fridays when I get home from school, because I get out early on Fridays and I don't work usually until like 4. So I'm hoping that I can upload on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Not a guarantee. I'm still working on that. So please don't come for me. I was gone for like a month at my program, which is why I have not been uploading. Also, you guys might be able to tell I am in a different room. I might do an updated room tour because I did switch rooms recently. My mom and my brothers moved my room while I was gone because it was just a hassle of moving things while they have their blind child in the house, me tripping over things. So she wanted to get everything organized and switched while I was gone, and so she did that. But yeah, so I will have another story time coming out for you guys soon. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!